here on a Friday before a long weekend, having my cigar and my drink, just enjoying the rest of the Friday. The work week is done. Got a busy weekend lined up, doing a few things. Um, just work around the house, I guess, getting ready for fall. I'm wearing this thing in August, and I got this on. It's just, it's crazy how, man, it's just the temperature, and it's like all of a sudden we got into this week of August, and it just, became instant fall. So, yeah, so, yeah, so I just wanted to come on here live, shoot the shit for a little bit. I haven't done this in a while. Um, if anybody's got any questions or comments they want to make about the channel or general music stuff, we can talk about that. Talk about gear. Uh, Actually, I have speaking of gear, I did a video. Just got a new guitar this week. Did a video on it, talking about the Nick Johnston Strat that I just picked up. Um, if you're looking for a well-made Strat that's not Fender, you look into the Nick Johnston. Hey, Simon Williams. Yes, long time. How are you doing, buddy? Hope everything's good in the UK. Wayne, it's hot. It's hot in BC. It's usually the other way around, right? That's cool. Yeah, I'm good, brother. Thanks for asking, Simon. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying retirement, my friend. I'm not too far behind you, Simon. I got about another year and change, and I'll be, God willing, I'll be retired. Papa Blue, how's it going? Hello, Philip. Yeah, folks, hopefully you're all subscribed, but if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and make sure you hit the like. So, yeah, just while I'm sitting out here having my cigar, great show with. Oh, thank you, Phil. That show last night was a lot of fun. I always look forward to doing those shows with those guys because they always bring it, and people really enjoy it. I always get a lot of positive comments when we do those shows. People seem to like the three of us together, you know. I don't, sometimes I'm tempted to maybe try to do it more than once a month, but those guys are busy, and I mean, especially Pete. He's on. The guy does stuff, multiple things daily, so I don't want to, kind of. Hey guys, can we do this twice a month? I might be pushing my luck a little bit, but but the shows that we do, those monthly shows, I always look forward to them. They're always a lot of fun, and I mean, really, as far as views on my channel, I mean, those shows do tremendously well compared to pretty much everything. I mean, the only other thing that gets in a lot of reviews is sometimes some of my product reviews and things are in the tens of thousands, but that's over time. But those guys, like, I think last night's show already over 1,000, so that's really cool for me. Great number for me. Ivo, abraço para vós, sou de Portugal, Lisboa. Thank you for watching. Obrigado. Thanks for watching, Ivo, from Portugal. Yeah, I'm of Portuguese descent, although my Portuguese is probably terrible. Oh, I know it's terrible. Steiner Gaming. Hello, Ak. Yeah, I'm assuming that's German. I don't speak German. Oh, thanks, Simon. What's my favorite TV show? Um, I don't know. You know what? I mean, trying to think of the shows that I've watched. I don't know. There's too many. I mean, Breaking Bad was amazing. Trying to think what series I watched. Like, I mean, I loved watching Star Trek as a kid. I don't know. There's kind of too many. It's hard to nail it down to one particular movie. Can you shout out my name is Leah? I just did. Hey, Leah. Guten Tag. Yeah, it is definitely German. Yeah. Yeah, let me know if anybody's got any questions, music questions, gear questions, questions about the channel. So I was mentioning earlier, I'm playing a show on Sunday. Um, it's like an outdoor festival thing, and I'm hoping the temperature is going to be a little bit warmer. Because right now it's kind of chilly here. But speaking of gear, I am taking out the I'm going to be using that Nick Johnston Strat. So I rehearsed with it this week, and it's really comfortable to play. So I'll definitely be using that on Sunday. It's a Sunday show because it's a long weekend here in Canada. So we're playing Sunday. Got lots of shows left. Uh, yeah, Simon. We've been going at a pretty good clip. We've been doing like you about three a month, and I think we're gonna be at that pace right up until the end of the year. So yeah, it's. I mean, it's maybe a little more than I'd like. I just got another offer today for November show at the end of the month. So I don't know if that's gonna fly. But offers come in. We just kind of pick and choose, and we broke our rule. We there's we said we never want to play on a long weekend, and we did the long weekend last month, and we're doing this long weekend. We're playing on the long weekend. That was a rule that we broke. Like it's just we're taking on a lot more. The splash out, Stephen Wilson made in Japan. What's my favorite drink? Um, I'm a Scotch guy mainly. Usually, when I'm smoking a cigar, I'll be pairing it with Scotch 99% of the time. So I would say Scotch. All right, looks like I'm out and now I'm back in. Yeah, yeah. So as far as YouTube wise, I had a really fun show last night. I'm gonna be appearing on Pete's channel, SOT, sometime end of the month. He was kind enough to ask me to do one of his album ranking shows, so I'll be doing that at the end of the month. I may be appearing on the um, with Jamie Laszlo and the review crew. That's in the works, so I'll be doing a little more YouTube in this month, and then. I already did my. I usually do a monthly hangout. I did that a couple of weeks ago. I'll probably be doing one of those in September. Okay, I'm popping out and I'm popping back in. So let me see if I can fix that. Just bear with me here. Uh, Very cool. Who are you doing? Not sure what you mean, Simon. New to the channel. Do you play guitar? Yeah, Joseph. I do. I'm in a working band. Um, like I was saying, I play about 3 weekends out of the month on average. I've got on my if you go to my channel, there's a playlist of original music. So I write a lot of original music. I There's another playlist of live shows and rehearsals and stuff. And yeah, I've been playing off and on for like 30 years, but in the last say 10 years I've been playing pretty steadily. So yeah, and I'm addicted to guitars. Unfortunately, I go through guitars like crazy. Yeah, I appreciate that, Simon. Yeah, I'm about I don't know 70, still a fair ways away. I think 70,000 or 80,000 away from a million views. So yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I mean, I finally cracked 5,000 subscribers not too long ago. So, you know, it's a little channel that could, right? Just very gradually, very slowly. What's my favorite band? Um, that kind of varies, but my top three are usually Rush, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles. You know, I did grow up as a Kiss fan, so Kiss is still kind of in there a little, you know. But yeah, that's sort of where I. Oh, I'm not close. I'm only 5,000, less than 5,000 away. Holy shit! I didn't realize that. I thought I was a lot farther away than that. I don't know what happens when you hit a million. Does YouTube give you like a cookie or something? Like, uh, do, do you get anything? Oh, the ranking. You probably don't know the bands, Simon. They're a Canadian band. Um, they only put out four records back in the would be what that would be mid 70s. The band called Tease. Yeah, kind of an obscure band. You really have to, you know, um, it's like completing a computer game. A damn squid. No prizes, Simon. I'm not getting one of those fancy silver plaques. No. A little tap on the head. Keep going. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think many people have. Uh, you know what band I just recently got into, Simon? That is also kind of obscure but really good. Bebop Deluxe. They're a British band. You would probably heard of them. I think they only. Well, I think I know they only put out five records. Um, Mid '70s to early '80s, I think was kind of their window. But that's a recent discovery. Well, I've heard of. It's one of those bands I heard the name, but I didn't actually dig in and start listening to them. But man, they got some really good music. I'm really enjoying that band a lot. And a guitar player in that band whose name escapes me right now, who's the main songwriter, vocalist, guitar player. That guy's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. So if you're looking for new music, Bebop Deluxe, man. Really good mix of everything. I mean, and no two records are alike. Bill Nelson, We Are Like Ships in the Night. Yeah, that was their big hit, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you probably did see them. So there's not a lot of footage of them live. I did find one live concert that I was watching. But yeah, really good band. Oh, I gotta hide the cigar. YouTube doesn't like when I smoke on screen. That's out. Saw them live in the late 70s in Bristol. What a surprise. The Professor of Rock. By the way, YouTube, this is strictly apple juice, so don't get offended. I knew it, hey? Yeah, Simon has seen everyone multiple times. Yeah. Hey, Brian S., how are you, buddy? Hope everything's good. I see you're on the guitar hunt, as usual. Are you scaling back, Brian, or are you still building up? I'm trying to scale back. I'm back down to 13. Guitar Safari, yeah. You haven't had a hat or sweatshirt on in years. Yeah, well, you're scaling back and upgrading. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the same thing. I mean, once I kind of hang it up, less is more. Yeah, once I kind of hang it up from gigging, which I don't not saying I'm want to do that soon or anything, but I think I might do that. I might just like get like you know say have four or five like really good instruments and kind of just leave it at that. The rock professor, not the professor. uh, Yeah, the professor of rock, isn't that the guy with wears the hat and the glasses? He looks like Drew Carey. Is that the professor of rock? Yeah, that guy doesn't really know. He doesn't really know his. From what I've seen, he doesn't really know much about rock. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just made a deal on the Nick Huber, Karina Body Flaming. Yeah, those are really high end instruments. I've never played one. I think my brother might have one, but yeah, that is him, eh, Simon? Yeah. Um, yeah, I've never played a Nick Huber. He's a geologist. Harley Benton SG just for C sharp tuning, 220 pounds from Toman. I've only ever had my hand on one Harley Benton, and I did a video on it a long time ago. It was like a Les Paul, and I did a video where I beat it with like an actual Gibson Les Paul, and sonically you can hear the difference. Not as big a difference as you might think, but it was more the guitar, the playing of the guitar. The Harley Benton, what sticks in my mind is that fretboard material felt like paper. It just I don't know, didn't feel good. It is very cold, Marlin. So yeah, like we had a really super hot summer, and then this week it just turned into fall, like overnight. It was crazy. Yeah, and Nick Huber at the Sam Ash. Yeah, Godo tuner, Steelers Steel frets, and the reviews are good. Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying all Harley Benz are bad. That's not what I was saying, Phil. I know there are good ones out there. It just the one I played was not nothing to write home about. uh, if people understand that Nick Huber is a guitar and not a person, you're okay, Brian. Yeah, yeah. You know what? What I mean, I shouldn't watch. I should not watch YouTube videos on guitars because I there's a Fender Meteora, okay, which I owned back in the day. Well, not that old. Not shouldn't say back in the day. Maybe 2 3 years ago. Fantastic guitar. Loved it. Got rid of it for whatever reason. But a really good guitar, and I did gigs with it. It was great. But now they released them as part of the Fender Ultra 2 series, right? So this thing in Canada is I think about $3,400, and there's got one that's like a white color. It's got a maple neck. It's white, and it's got like I guess an anodized or silver kind of looking pickguard. Um, I mean, I know they're fantastic guitars. I know they play well. I mean, I'm sure this one plays even better because it's got better materials and blah blah blah. But this thing looks really good, man. And I'm like really trying to kill that seed in the back of my head that says, "You got to get one of those things," because I'm really fighting that urge. Yeah, the Hardy buttons, yeah, great value. Well, I was saying that the Strat that I got, Simon, is a Schecter. Um, it's the Nick Johnston signature model, which you wouldn't know was a anybody's signature model because very smartly they put his signature on the back of the headstock. But just strictly as a guitar, it's way more guitar for the money compared to like a Fender of the same price. Not to be confused with Nick Kershaw. Yeah, the one I have is an HSS. They also make like a three single coil version as well. For me, I like the HSS just for the versatility of it. And like I said, I rehearsed with it this week, and it felt good, played good, and I plan on using it on Sunday. Yeah, pretty good guitars. Man, I got an ebony fretboard. It's I all the guitars I've owned, and I've owned well over 40 instruments at this point, and I'm not proud of that. Um, but of all the guitars I've ever owned, that's the First ebony fretboard I've ever owned is on that guitar, and again, it's an Indonesian-made instrument, but it's amazing. So we also got an Elvis Hagstrom Viking 2 main China expensive main China Eastman or Siggy. Yeah. I remember you mentioning. I think you mentioned that on the last live stream, Randall. I don't know what that is. Hagstroms, I've only come across them. I used to jam with the guy that played a Hagstrom. It was like a Les Paul looking thing. But I got very little exposure to Hagstrom guitars. Yeah, Simon, when I was looking at that guitar, I could not find one bad review of it. So I actually traded in a Player 2 Fender to get it. Uh, uh, no, Marlon, I've never owned a Les Paul with a trem. Um, I'd like to try it though. I mean, there's the really expensive Alex Lifeson Access. I'd like to try it, but yeah, I've never. No, I'm not a whammy bar guy. I mean, like now I have one, but I don't do any whammy, just slight things. I don't do the heavy dive bomby stuff. I've never been that type of player. Oh, you finally got a. Oh, that's awesome, Simon. What did you get? Black, cherry? What did you get? Yeah, the Axis. It has a Floyd on it. Um, it's got a piezo on it. It's got all kinds of stuff. Semi hollow, almost fully hollow. Like when I was played. Oh, okay. So it looks like a 335. Okay, Randall. Now I got at least a mental picture of what it is. Yeah, yeah. It looks like a 335. Yeah. You don't like whammies? Um, they have their place. I mean, I use it for like just like tremolo stuff, and I mean, there's in the songs that I cover, there's really only use like one song there's use for it. So, uh, hey Paul, how are you, man? Yeah, it's we went from like really super hot to like this week it just turned into fall, like, and it's not looking like the temperatures are going to get back up, which is crazy, right? It's so premature. But for me to sit out here comfortably, I got to be wearing already the skull cap and like a sweater. It's terrible. Yeah. I mean, summer took forever to start, but it goes away like in a heartbeat. We don't do wicked games. No, the only time I use that is we do a version of Moni Moni. I guess more like the Billy Idol thing, and there's that breakdown. And there's a part where like I'll hit a harmonic and I'll just do like the weird sound effect thing, and that's the only time I really use the whammy. Trapeze, tailpiece, bolt on, coil split, and agreement. Sounds good, man. Sounds nice, Randall. Yeah, yeah. Never seen one in person. Yeah, but if you're talking the Elvis comeback special, looks like a 335. Actually, I thought that's what I thought he was playing was a 335. The one guitar with the Floyd right now, it's a prototype Schecter Red Dawn with the Floyd instead of the Evertune. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have a Floyd. My issue with the Floyd is I'm always jumping between two tunings. I'm always like E flat to standard tuning, E flat to standard. And when you have a Floyd, you gotta basically set it and forget it, you know. So even though like my PRS has got a trim on it, you know, I got a, you know, the Nick Schecter has a trim on it. I more or less I deck the bridge, and you know, just so that I don't lose tuning stability when I go from standard to E flat tuning, right? You want to play a lot of Motley Crue, eh, Brian? Yeah, if you're gonna play Crue, you gotta be in D. Yeah. Iced tea top. Oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice. I think everybody needs to own a Les Paul, but I'm a little biased, Simon. Yeah, it's a go and look. Yeah. Jackson has a Floyd. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a Motley Crue guitar, Brian. If Elvis had made it another year, he could have been on the Star Wars Christmas special instead. Yeah, when did he pass away? Was it August of '77? I think. Does that ring a bell? I can't keep this thing going. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta learn some. I gotta learn some new songs. We're adding some songs to the set, so I'll be working on that. I have two Les Pauls now. I traded the special and the Huber. I've got the RO V1 and the new double treble standard. Yeah, those double trebles, Brian. I've seen a couple of them, and I don't know. Like I mean, I'm sure the one you have is really nice, but the ones I've seen, the two I've seen, the tops have been shit. Like just plain top, no flame. It just, I don't know. They look like crap, right? Because when I did, first of all, I was surprised I saw them at all because they were limited release. I don't know how many thousand they made of each, but the couple of examples that I've seen up here have been shit. Why so cheap, Simon? Was it used? Do I have any juniors at the moment? No. No, I don't. I don't. I've never owned a junior. No, I've never owned a junior. I've owned like specials. I had a special tribute with two P90s on it. I've never had a guitar with a single pickup. No, no. I was close to getting one a few years back when they first came out. When Gibson first came out with them, because they were cheap. They were like $600 or $700, and then they shot up like overnight. You know, but I've never had like a single pickup guitar. No. Plain top too, but it has the bursts right, and it's dark like red tobacco should be. It was like for my tongue. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta have a little bit of flame, Brian. I don't know. It's just me, but there has to be a little bit of a flame. I currently, and I gotta think about it, which is, and again, I'm not proud. It's a sad thing that I actually have to think about it, but I'm pretty sure I have 5 Les Pauls right now. I've got I got a black one that I bought used that's beat up. It sounds great. It's a black standard. I've got the 2005. I got a 2005 classic that's been modded. It was modded when I bought it. It's got those Sheffield pickups on it that sound amazing. That's Snots. I got a cherry one that's just cherry that I've been using a lot, especially for these outdoor shows. It sounds amazing. It's got zebra pickups on it. I got the RO, and then I got a tobacco burst. No, I have 6. See? And then I have a cherry traditional that's amazing. Well, like Ace's original, yeah, his was fairly plain. Oh, it's a demo. I got you. I got you. Yeah, so actually I own 6 Les Pauls right now. See? But I use. Well, I mean, the RO is the only one that I won't take out, but everything else I use. Well, Snots is kind of a honey burst, Paul. I got a tobacco, I got a cherry, and I got a black. Those are my three main ones, and then I have like the RO. I don't know what they call that burst, bourbon burst or something. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Again, I'm not proud. I mean, it's like it's pathetic when I actually have to. I can't even remember how many. It's sad, dude. I have a problem. There should be like, Alcoholics Anonymous. There should be Guitar Anonymous. And trying an LTD. A long time ago, I played an LTD. They're pretty good. You know, they're pretty good guitars. I wouldn't take one over a Les Paul though, but you're looking at probably two or three times the price. So yeah, well the RO that I have, Paul, I got that used. I see them now in Canada. They go between 8 to 10,000 for the guitar that I have. I didn't pay anywhere near that. So yeah, I've gone through a lot of Les Pauls, Simon. I've gone through a lot. I've sold. I've bought. I had a classic with P90s. I had a Tobacco Burst Signature T. I had a Cherry Traditional. I've had a lot. I had a Special Tribute. Got rid of that. Yeah. I owned for a short time. I had the studio, one of the studios, one of the fancy studios. I got rid of that. I've had a lot. Uh, yeah. You know what I picked up the other day that I hadn't played in over a year was I took the SG out of the closet. That thing sat for over a year, and holy shit, just blew me away how good that guitar is. I think an SG is something that everybody should own. I think a Les Paul, an SG, a Telecaster, and maybe a Strat. Those would be like the top four for me. Had a custom shop class 5 that was flamey black. Yeah, well, I remember that one, Brian. That was a beautiful guitar, dude. Oh, no Tellies? I've got two Tellies. I love Telecasters, man. I've got the like the regular Telecaster with the two single coils, and then I've got one that's got two humbuckers on it, and they're both amazing guitars. One's Mexican and one's American, and they're both amazing. SGs aren't for me. I like the way they sound, but I don't like the long neck feeling. Well, keep in mind, Brian, I also have a Firebird, right? And it's the same thing, right? Like the neck starts at the body, so and I'm not giving. I love both those guitars. They're not going anywhere. Well, they make hard. Marlon. There's these. What's that guy's name? He's a famous guy, or he's got a famous model. He's got these heavy metal guys. They play tellies, right? And they put humbuckers on them and EMGs and all kinds of stuff. There's a famous one. I can't think of the guy's name right now. Yeah, the Firebird is the most awkward guitar to play that I own. Best way to describe it, Brian, is it's like you're playing a canoe. No, it's not Kotzen, Marlin. It's Jim something. I don't know. Oh, guys are telling jokes. Yeah, yeah. I would tell you that I've never bonded with. Probably going to do something I've never done before and sell it. You've never sold a guitar, Simon? Yeah, John Five would be an example of a heavily modded telly. Yeah, but it's not John Five. But yeah, that's another guy that. Well, he's got that signature white. I think it's white with red pickups on it or something. John Five is an unbelievable player. That guy's not human. I mean, if you've ever watched the shit that guy does, it's just the only thing that's not cool about John Five is he wears his guitar way too high. it, dude, drop that thing. It's like up here. It doesn't look cool, but he's an amazing player. Jim Root, thank you, Joe Delenza, welcome. Yes, Jim Root, that's the guy I was thinking of. Yeah, he's got the heavily modded Telecaster. They've turned trading or selling guitar. Oh yeah, I read about you're talking about that, Brian. That's a pain in the ass. Yeah, Buckethead's another one. Well, Buckethead, he's got a Les Paul. It's like a white Les Paul. It's custom made, and it's got an extra long neck. I think it's got some extra frets or something on it, and then he's got kill switches on it and stuff. So the Les Paul he plays is heavily modded as well. Yeah. No, you know what? It tells there's a certain sound that you can't get with. I'll take a Telly over a Stratocaster any day. For me, the Telly is the best guitar Fender makes. It's a baritone. Okay, so it's a baritone. Okay, that's why it's got the longer neck. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge. Well, I mean, I should say I'm not a huge Fender guy. Fender, certain things you gotta have. Like you gotta have a Strat, you gotta have a Telly, and then the rest of it is kind of optional. It's up in the air, right? But outside of those two guitars, like I'm not a fan of Jaguars or what's the other one, Mustangs, or I'm not a fan of any of those things. And I know they have a particular sound as well, but I mean, I just don't like the feel of those guitars, especially the Jaguars. I don't like the feel of those guitars at all. I just don't get along with those guitars. You know, it's got I think they're like a little shorter neck, and they have like the string tension is a little bit. They're basically chord guitars. They're not like bendy note guitars, if that makes any sense. But Telecasters and Strats are like, or the only Fenders that I'll. Well, having said that, I've owned a Meteora, right? But well, the Meteora is not like any other Fender. That's a guitar. If you've never seen one or never checked one out, it they're really really good instruments. You know, it's like the best outside of like a Telecaster. I'll even take a Meteor probably over a Strat. You know, I've never been a. I don't know. Like people go on and on about Strats, like like the Strat is like the Les Paul of Fender, but for me the Strat is just. I don't know. I mean, it has a particular sound. That's why you get one. You want that sound, but aesthetically, I don't think the Strat does not blow up my skirt. It does nothing for me the way it looks. I do like the one I have now, the Schecter. You know, it's all white and it's got the dark neck on it, so it's got like that Jimi Hendrix look to it. But there's really nothing appealing to me visually about a Strat. A Strat's a tool. It's just about getting a sound. Actually, even Telecasters don't do anything for me. Although I do like them slightly more than the look of them than a Strat, but even they don't really do much for me. For me, the best looking guitars have always been Gibsons, right? You know, and the top of the heap for me has always been Les Pauls. Les Pauls for me are like the best looking guitars, you know, hands down. Period. I can look at Les Pauls for for hours, and I do. You know, but again, it's all a very personal thing, right? All right, so yeah, it's been going on for almost 40 minutes here, so I'll go along for a little bit longer. So again, this is nothing official here. Just wanted to pop in here and shoot the shit and see how everybody's doing. And for those of you that have a long weekend this weekend, hopefully you have a great Labor Day weekend. And I'm about to start mine, so I just want to have a drink and a cigar outside here in the freezing cold, and say hello to whoever's around. So either something's gone wrong with this stream or nobody's commenting. I don't know. I'll wait a couple more minutes. I may be down and not aware of it. So, but if that's the case, I'll pack this in. But yeah, stay tuned to the channel. I have another original song that hopefully will get recorded within the next few weeks whenever I get a free Saturday. So hopefully that'll get done. And yeah, I think my live stream went down because I haven't seen a comment in a long time. If you're still here, just say hello, just so I know this is still working. If not, I'll pack this in. All right, looks like my stream is not working anymore. So with that, I want to thank you guys, those of you that popped in and shot the shit. Again, have a fantastic long weekend, and we will see you soon on the channel. All right, don't forget to hit the like, and if you're new, please subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.